Yep. Yeah, there we are. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Liza. How you doing?
I'm doing well. We're back here with Steve Richard from Vorsight. Tell us about Vorsight, Steve.
Vorsight's a sales training and performance improvement company. We're evolving the sales training business and incorporating in all the changes to the buyer and seller interaction that's happening now and all the new technologies that are out there to help us as sales professionals.
Evolving. So it sounds like we're going from primal to... Tell us more about that.
If you look at the corporation, the modern corporation now, most functional areas have some sort of discipline around them. They've created more of a science out of what they do. People like marketing, operations, etc. And if you look at sales, we really wing it, if you think about it. So we want to bring professionalism to sales, and we want to bring the same sort of discipline that exists in the other parts of the organization into sales. And I think we're just on the cusp of that right now.
Interesting. So when you say professionalism and discipline and we're on the cusp of it, what are the things that give you the indication that we're on the cusp, and what are the things you're looking for to say that we're making some more progress?
Yeah, I mean, I think it all started with CRM, with people actually using CRM versus it just being a Rolodex, and using it for its intended purpose, which is to track the performance, measure the sales organization, and more importantly, with new technologies these days, to measure what buyers are doing. Because ultimately, what we as salespeople do matters, yes. What buyers do matters the most throughout the course of that process. And before, we were living in a black box and we really didn't know. And now we have the ability to kind of shine a light on a dark corner of the room and see what are the behaviors of the top salespeople and how are our customers responding to those salespeople differently than before. And we actually know. The guesswork is being eliminated from that.
I like that. Well, can you tell me a little bit about what those behaviors are? What do top salespeople do?
Yeah. I mean, top salespeople obviously have a cadence towards activity. They're doing the same things over and over again. Top salespeople understand how to do different stages or facilitate different stages of the buyer process. They understand how to take leads and convert them into more conversations. They know how to use social media effectively. They know how to research and understand the buyer before they engage. They know how to engage with the buyer in real time. They know how to use different multimedia tools. I think we're, obviously with what ClearSlide's doing, that's a real innovation. You're also seeing video, I think, is going to come online and be really important too. And they're able to, again, marshal people through a buyer's journey and make sure they have all the different key decision makers, the landscape of the decision makers all aligned towards a common goal. And how do you do this? You have to do this with discipline, you have to do this with smarts, and you have to do this with technology.
Got it. How hard is this? Can anybody get their team up to speed, or are there some...
I mean, honestly, the short answer is no. There are a lot of people who are not going to make it in this type of a selling environment because it requires a greater degree of sophistication and understanding of the industry and the customer and what they're trying to accomplish, and helping people realize they have needs they didn't even know they had before. And you're seeing that. You're seeing sales forces being pruned of the people who really will not be able to do that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're seeing also the increase in sales support roles that exist out there, like sales enablement, sales training, sales operations. A lot more people engage with marketing, appointment setting roles, those sorts of things. But the idea of a modern salesperson that can use all of these tools and resources around them to, as efficiently and effectively as possible, bring people through the buying process, it's a tricky thing to do. It requires a smart person, it requires someone who's tough, someone who's resilient, someone who's flexible and adaptive. And I think the modern, the high-end sales professionals with the multi-million-dollar quotas who are inside sales professionals is a very unique animal, and you don't find them all that often.
Great. So just in sum, we'll wrap it up, but what if you could forecast, in your crystal ball, the Vorsight crystal ball, what you expect to see in the next 2 to 3 years? It sounds like you anticipate some change. Maybe we're going in the right direction. What do you see in 2 to 3 years?
I'm going to give you a quote from a guy named Dave Brown, who's a VP of sales at Fleetmatics. And I met him at one of the AAISP events before, and he calls it naked selling. And what he means by that is, in sales before, if you think about the original field-based salesperson, the sort of Willy Loman prototype, there was no accountability, visibility to what's going on out there. It was just basically they either made their number or they didn't make their number. And if they made the number, you didn't ask questions. And if they didn't make their number, they probably got let go. And in this new selling environment, we have so much more visibility into what's happening, so much more accountability, so many more opportunities to intervene and intercede with a salesperson who has the opportunity to be great and make them better and improve them along the way. So I see that if you're a salesperson and you think that you're just going to kind of fly under the radar and no
Yeah.
one's going to know, that's going to go away. It's going away now. It's going to be completely gone very soon. Where really any action that you take will be documented in CRM and exposed. Any action that the seller, or excuse me, the prospect takes or the customer will be documented in the CRM and exposed. And get ready to have your world be an open book. And I think that's going just along the same lines as we in our society are, with the fact that everything now is, all the keystrokes we have on Google are all cataloged and served someplace. So the idea of sort of being a private salesperson lone wolf is out the door.
Thank you.
There's some good things with that and some tough things with that, but I think by and large it's going to be good because we're finally going to be able to document what the best people do, and we're going to be able to treat sales as a profession rather than treating it as some sort of an ad hoc thing that you're either born and endowed with or God gave it to you. But it really is something that can be learned if you're the right kind of person in the first place.
Great. Thank you so much. That's very helpful.
Awesome. Thanks, Eliza.
Thanks for your time.
All right, take care.